1 week after a deadly shooting outside a popular concert venue in Sodo, and still no answers as to who did it. Now, the girlfriend of the man killed, demanding justice. Como Suzanne Fawn has more on what she's saying tonight.
I think everybody's still in shock.
Every day for more than a week now, Jennifer Redburn says she's been stopping by this area looking for answers.
I'm not going to stop until I found out what happened and who did it.
Someone killed her longtime boyfriend, 34-year-old Clemente Harry Morales. They've been together for 10 years and share a child.
And she's not going to have a dad.
Morales also has 4 other children.
He was a family man, always about his family, about the kids. And someone took his life and it's not right.
Redburn says Morales went to the Nipsey Hussle rap concert at Sodo Showbox with some cousins.
And he was drinking a lot. And I was just like, you need to slow down and just be careful. Watch your back. From what everybody's been telling me, that concert, there's always something that happens.
Police say just after midnight on Saturday, June 30th, there was a fight involving Morales and 2 others after they left the concert venue. Someone fired several shots. A 32-year-old man shot was expected to survive. The other man, Morales, later died from his injuries.
There's so many people at that concert. Someone had to know, see. Somebody has to know something. I just want justice for not only me and my kids, but for his mom, his family, sisters, brothers. Everybody wants to know why and what happened.
Police tell me they're still looking into this shooting. They don't have a description of a suspected shooter at this time. In Sodo, Suzanne Fawn, Como News.
So recently I traveled down to Seattle, Washington, all the way from Canada to see Nipsey Hussle perform. Nipsey Hussle, he's one of my favorite rappers, definitely in my top 5. And actually, if you watch the very first video on my YouTube channel, is probably about 3 years ago. It was actually a review of me ordering a Crenshaw t-shirt off Nipsey Hussle's website. So that just kind of shows you how long I've been listening to him for. I know it's not that long, 3 years ago, but I have been listening to him for quite some time. And he was supposed to actually come to Canada after he dropped the Marathon Continues, which was, who knows, like 5 years ago or even longer. And I had tickets to the show, but like a lot of rappers, he wasn't able to get over the Canadian border. For some reason, the Canadian border is super strict about allowing criminals into the country, which is bad because a lot of rappers have, rap sheets and have criminal records. So instead of waiting for him to come to Canada, I had to go to the United States. So some friends were going to Seattle, Washington, and I thought might as well tag along because who knows the next time I'll be able to get the chance to see him, and I'm super glad I did. He was an amazing performer. It was everything I hoped it would be, and it was a great time until someone got shot outside after the show. 2 people got shot actually. 1 person actually ended up dying, which was super unfortunate. Just to quickly give you a brief overview of the concert, I thought because it was Seattle, I wasn't expecting it to be like a hard crowd. Like I wasn't expecting there to be tension and like gangsters and stuff. I thought Seattle was full of hipsters. I didn't even think twice about it. And I wore my Crenshaw shirt in there, and there were a lot of fucking pretty intimidating people in there, and they were kind of giving me funny looks. I don't know, maybe because I'm white and I was wearing a Crenshaw shirt. Maybe it wasn't the best shirt selection, but I figured, I'm going to a Nipsey Hussle concert, so what's wrong with it? But regardless, I still got a couple funny looks. There was, as I said, some intimidating characters, some people throwing up gang signs. Before the concert started, there were like quite a few scuffles and just like small like altercations, which I guess, isn't too abnormal for a rap concert. So I didn't really think too much of it, but at the same time I also thought, shit, like this is a bit more intense than the rap shows I see in Canada. I guess it was the first kind of rap show I'd seen in the United States, so definitely like some more gangsters and shit, but still good time. Once Nipsey Hussle came on, he came on a bit after 11. Everyone was loving it. He killed it. He put on a great show. He played mainly songs from Victory Lap, from the Victory Lap album, which makes sense because it's the Victory Lap tour. He played a couple of tracks off his Crenshaw mixtape. I was kind of disappointed. I wanted to hear some songs, from the Marathon and the Marathon Continues and like Mailbox Money, stuff like that. But you know, obviously he's limited. He can't go through his entire catalog, and it is the Victory Lap tour. So made sense why he just played tracks off the Victory Lap album and a couple off Crenshaw. He still was on stage for, you know, over an hour. And what I liked is he played all the tracks from start to finish. Like, I know a lot of rappers, when they perform, they'll only do like a snippet. They'll only do like a verse and a hook. But he really did each song back to finish, or start to finish. So I really enjoyed that.
Turn off the lights, turn up my mic, roll up some flight, let's all get right. This that shit you waited for your whole fucking life. This that shit you waited for your whole fucking life. Look, I got that good, fresh out the hood. I kept my word, yeah, my nigga, I made good. 7-figure niggas in the V12. No 10 niggas, so you see well. You can't stop with that, nigga. I told the world, look at the back, nigga. Sign my deal, then I'm crack, nigga. Hey, they folded, so I laugh. Double up! 3 or 4, I tell you, no lies, run it up. Double up, turn up, loss. Double up! I tell you, no lies, I just... Dropped out of school, I'm to teach my mouth. Made my first meal on my own. All black till I fall. Seattle, Washington, and they got hustle speak. $1 billion project about to crack the cement. So one of our investments have to go to teaching. Suck around with the team, man.
Everyone was having a great time. And then, you know, once the show ended a bit after midnight, me and my friend, we were like, okay, what do we do? There was like a VIP meet and greet, so a lot of people were sticking around for that, waiting to get their picture taken with Nip. It cost like $100, and you know, I'd already spent quite a bit of money on the trip, so we ultimately decided not to do it, but I decided to buy this t-shirt, which is pretty sick, Nipsey Hussle, you can see that. And then on the back it has the tour dates and the Victory Lap logo. So I think this t-shirt was $40. I forget exactly the price, but it wasn't anything outrageous. And so this was the last show of the tour as well. So it was June 29th. It was at a place called Showbox, Sodo, which is kind of right by Safeco Field in Seattle. So we leave after purchasing the t-shirt. You know, when we left the venue, we look to the left and there's a bunch of cops, a lot of commotion, big crowd, and you know, I didn't really think too much of it because, you know, it's a concert. I figured there's going to be police there kind of, you know, patrolling the area. And then we turned to the right because we were going to meet up with our friends to head back downtown, meet up with some other friends that we had in Seattle. So didn't really think too much of it, just thought, you know, there were some police there kind of patrolling the area. But then the next morning I walked into a store and I was wearing this t-shirt. So someone had known, obviously, that I was at the show, and he's just like, hey, like, were you at the Nipsey Hussle show last night? I was just like, yeah, I was, like, it was fucking amazing, hey, and he's just like, yeah, it's good, but, you know, like, 2 people got shot there last night. I was just like, no. I was like, holy shit. He's like, yeah, someone ended up getting killed. I couldn't believe it. Like, I thought, you know, I was right there. Like, how did I not know that someone got shot and killed? So, you know, I think my indecisiveness paid off. Thankfully, I had stayed inside and was kind of, you know, contemplating what to do, and thankfully I waited in line to get this t-shirt because it must have just happened right before I had left the venue. So I looked it up online, and sure enough, yeah, someone unfortunately got shot and killed. So unfortunately, they're still looking for suspects. As I mentioned, someone must have seen something, but, you know, obviously these people are scared to come forward because these are obviously dangerous men who are willing to shoot and kill people in front of large crowds of people and think that they can get away with it, and apparently they can because people are very intimidated. So it's unfortunate, but hopefully they eventually find the suspects who did this. So Regardless, thanks for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for a lot more hip-hop related content. I'm going to be going to more concerts in the future, so more reviews. I'm going to be doing more giveaways, and yeah, just more general hip-hop content. So please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Talk soon.